What's up, my very unique boutique guys and gals? Listen, I have had so many inquiries in regards to how I make my rhinestone templates, and I thought, listen, in the middle of this design for some merch that we're going to be wearing to my son's football game this weekend, I have already, as you can see, went around the design with these little white circles. And those are just going to act as the rhinestone holders. For this design, I will be using SS20 rhinestones. The measurements for SS20 I have found that works best for me is 0.204. So you're going to go over here to your left panel and grab a circle shape. You're going to resize that circle shape right here at the top where it says width. You're going to select 0.204, enter. And you have created your first rhinestone placeholder. Okay, so I'm going to delete that because I already have my pile of white rhinestone placeholders right here. And what I like to do, I like to take one and go ahead and duplicate that a few times, because if not, you'll be moving. This is what you'll be doing essentially if you don't do that. You'll have to move it to where you want it, duplicate it, move it again. And sometimes you see how the designs just shift. I don't like to do that. So what I do, I go ahead and I duplicate just a few circles, and I highlight those circles. I go up here to align, I align them left. You can go ahead and duplicate it while they're selected. And then highlight them all. You can align them left and align them to the top. And so what you've essentially created is a pile of rhinestones. So you don't have to keep duplicating. So you can just move it a little bit more efficiently throughout your design. So this is exactly what I'm doing. Just moving them, outlining the whole design. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up. But basically, whatever design that you choose to import into Design Space, you can create an outline simply by placing the rhinestones on the outside of the design. That's it. That's all. If you're going to be doing sublimation, if you're going to be doing a print to cut method, you can just, spice it up a little bit, and just add some rhinestones. All right, you guys, as you can see, I have completed putting my circles all around this design. So what I'm going to do, and what you want to do, is go ahead and just hide the image that you're outlining really quick. And you want to weld all of these circles together. And you want to do that because when you send it over to your mat, you don't want all of these circles to be in disarray, okay? You want this to be like a whole design. So you're going to select all of your circles. You're going to go down here to the bottom right where it says combine. You're going to weld those together. And as you can see, it's one whole design. Now, sometimes, I'm going to show you another way. People like to also do this. I am going to be using flock rhinestone material to cut my template. And that flock material is 12 inches by 8 inches. So what you can do, you can grab you a square as I did from the side there. You can size that square to the exact size of your rhinestone flock. This gives you an idea. Let me send this to the back. This gives you an idea of how to maneuver when you're actually creating your rhinestone design. You see that? So you know you're going to have just enough room to cut out. Now let's just say you want to go ahead and make a template. This is just a different way you can do it. You can go ahead and take that design. Let me duplicate that because I like to do mine the first way. You'll put the rhinestone outline on top of that square. You're going to select them both. Come down here where it says combine, and you would click subtract. And you see what that did? It just kind of made you a square rhinestone design template. That's it. So either way works. You can do it this way. You can weld them together and just have it all free so you can, place it on your mat however you want to place it. You know, I like to utilize all of my material. You can even change it to the color of your flock. Mine is blue. So, you know, whatever works for you. I just wanted to show you guys two different ways to achieve that. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over to the mat and I will be right back. All right, so I have successfully cut the rhinestone template. I'm going to go ahead and place this down so I can add the rhinestones. And when you pull it off from your mat, of course, you're going to have those little sticky, all those circles that we strategically placed. They're going to be stuck on the mat, and that's how you know everything came out as it should have came out. So I'm going to go ahead and add the stones. Now the stones that I'm going to be using are these SS20 pewter. I thought I had some clear rhinestones, but I guess I didn't. So I'll go ahead and use these. It should suffice. I'm just gonna sprinkle them like we do a little bit of seasoning. I'm gonna take my paintbrush, or my rhinestone brush, I'm sorry, and just go ahead and brush them in. And circular motion, I find out works really, really well for these templates. These turn out. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.